ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
I think about John Johnson with Ebony and Jet and how they were staples in my house growing up. My mama, when we moved her out, she had boxes of old Ebonies and Jets. Matter of fact, I have one over my shoulder, one from the 1970s that is still in plastic, an Ebony special edition, because John Johnson a businessman, committed to making sure that Black folk knew stuff and also were entertained. You know, it's the first time I saw O.J. and Marguerite, his first wife, saw on a Jet magazine cover. And it was the first place that Emmett Till's open casket body was viewed and shown in print. It's important these times. And I'm actually very, very optimistic that out of this chaos, we're going to actually produce some goodness. So I'm looking forward to what's next. Also, community. Yesterday, I mentioned Mound Bayou. We talked about it actually in March, Mound Bayou. But I was like, what happened? You know, I know that they built a highway and plowed through it, but I wanted to give more context because in the wake of enslavement, 1887, of course, Jefferson Davis's brother, Joseph Davis, the brother of Confederate Jefferson Davis, he was enslaved. Actually, I apologize. The city was founded in 1887 by a man that was enslaved by Joseph Davis, the brother of Confederate President Jefferson Davis. Mound Bayou, Mississippi. Booker T. Washington once called Mound Bayou a model of, quote, thrift and self-government. Isaiah T. Montgomery and Benjamin T. Green, formerly enslaved by Joseph Davis, founded Mound Bayou in 1887, known as the Jewel of the Delta. It was incorporated. It was an all-Black city, municipality, one of the first all-Black municipalities in the United States. Montgomery and Green purchased land for $7 an acre. They put $420 down and built a community. Now, yeah, you could say we can't do that today, but can't we? Can't we? Can't we? And I think about Mississippi, which has the largest per capita number of Black people than any place else in the country. Texas has the most physical numbers of Black people, but Mississippi, which is running red and horrible, trying to take that money and discredit the mayor of Jackson, Mississippi is ripe for a revival. And while they built a highway through Mound Bayou and destroyed its economic might and power and community, we can resurrect something. Historians say that the men selected this area because the Louisville, the New Orleans, the Texas line railroads ran through the center of the town. So it would attract more people. So imagine people coming in on the train, and there we are. Mound Bayou measured less than a square mile in the Mississippi Delta, located approximately 150 miles north of Jackson. It was a bustling community of Black-owned businesses and successful farms. Beyond its economic success, it also played an essential role as a haven for Black people. So you think about the height of Jim Crow and the height of, thanks to D.W. Griffith, the height of the Klan and the height of the lynchings. This was a place where people were like, yeah, when you see people, that nonviolent ish will kill you, that nonviolent stuff will kill you. There's a book that we know about because I know about it because of Dr. Gray Carr, but, we even had We Resist, Kelly Carter Jackson on. Mississippi people were strapped. They weren't playing. They weren't going to be just being picked up, which makes the Emmett Till killing so much more horrific when you know that. But also because it was in Mississippi, they had an infrastructure. They were actually able to bring these people to court and have them arrested. Now, of course, they weren't going to find a jury of their peers to convict Carolyn Bryant's brother and husband for killing Emmett Till, but Mamie Till Mobley, had a place to stay when she came there to seek justice for her son. Of course, Black people were targeted. It was a place of great uprising and great resistance. Medgar Evers fought for this country, was selling insurance out to sharecroppers, and then said, hey, I'm selling insurance to people who can't vote. I'm going to shift my focus. Regular ass guy. Dad, father, but not a regular ass guy. And I'm saying it like that because some of you are regular ass people whose time it is to step into your purpose. Medgar Evers was like, I can't sell insurance to people who can't vote. Let me focus on making sure that they can vote so that this insurance that I'm selling them will actually matter. Mississippi. So they also had a Black-owned hospital. One of the most famous Black-owned hospitals was in Mound Bayou, the Taborian Hospital, established in 1938. Perry Smith, known as the founding father of this hospital, historians say Smith was inspired after being insulted by staff at a white-owned hospital. He took his child to the Afro-American Sons and Daughters Hospital in Yazoo City, Mississippi, where it said he entered through the front door and was treated with courtesy and respect and said, hey, we need to have this where I live. His experience prompted him to organize the Knights and Daughters of Tabor, a large fraternal organization where he served as the grand mentor of the Taborians, and he started a hospital. Regular ass man started a hospital in Mississippi because he was mistreated at a white hospital and treated well at a Black hospital and said, I want this where I am. My people should have a place to go where they have dignity. Taborian Hospital opened in 1942. It was a modern facility. It had 2 large operating rooms, an x-ray room, sterilization, incubator, blood bank, and a laboratory. The hospital employed Black surgeons, doctors, and nurses. Dr. T.R.M. Howard was the chief surgeon, one of the best surgeons in the world, had residency at Taborian Hospital in Mound Bayou. Medical doctor. He was a chief surgeon and medical doctor of the hospital. Following a dispute with PM Smith, Dr. Howard opened his own hospital because, we're going to fight sometimes, argue, fuss, and fight. But now Mound Bayou has 2 hospitals. I love it. And I don't love it at the same time. But it just speaks to, again, we're not monolithic, but we can build, we can grow. This is not unusual. Dr. Howard opened his doors to reporters and witnesses during the Emmett Till trial, and he was also instrumental in helping to fight, segregation, Brown v. Board of Ed, and other things. But these times will require something. You got a medical degree, maybe you can open some urgent cares, or some hospitals, or some clinics in communities right now where they're cutting Medicaid and Medicare, and let's figure out a cooperative way to make sure that things don't cost so much. You have the skills. What do you need? Let's go.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.